What's up YouTube? In today's video we're going to be taking a look at the newly released 991 V2. So about a week ago the 991 V2 dropped on New Balance's website, retailing for $250. So this is the second version ever made of a 991. The 991 V1 came out in 2001. It's now 2023 and we're just now seeing a second version. This sneaker is made in the UK, unlike the 990s where they're made in the US. So they do tax a little bit more on that price. That's why the 990s are around that 200 to 220 range, and these are around that 250 range. They've only come out with two colorways of this, the gray and the Stone Island, which is in that black and olive colorway. And if you ask me, I think this gray colorway just does it so well. I mean, you take any gray New Balance and it's automatically going to look amazing. New Balance's signature gray color is just so unbeatable. It's like most gray New Balances, you do get a pair of white laces, but you also get a pair of gray laces. Now, in my opinion, I feel like gray 991s, 990s, they deserve white laces. I've tried to put gray laces in my 990 V6s, and it just doesn't hit the same. I don't get that same 990 vibe. This is my first made in the UK sneaker, and I'm very pleased with it. I would say the quality is just as amazing as you would think as a 990. It's just made in a different country. I really do love the 991. I don't have a 991 V1. For whatever reason, I just never got one because, I don't know, it wasn't my thing. But when this came out and I saw images of the 991 V2, I had to get a pair. And my biggest thing about this is I really love how they took the 991 and just made a couple minor tweaks. I mean, it's very interesting to see how like the 990 V5 to the V6 went. That was a huge drastic change. I mean, you can clearly tell they're different shoes. But from the V1 to the V2 on the 991, it's just very like under the hood, just small, minute details. For the midsole and outsole of the shoe, we now get a full-length fuel cell paired with Absorb, SBS pods, and end cap. So we're getting three of New Balance's top comfortability technologies in this shoe. And I think that's really what separates this shoe from like 990s and 998s and all those. I just think this shoe is just a little bit more superior compared to a 990 comfortability wise. Now obviously the more I wear them, I'll be able to be more like judgmental on that. I think that this is a shoe that the more you wear it, the more comfortable it gets. The more you wear it, the better it looks. I'm a big fan of wearing your sneakers. I think this is a shoe that could get worn every single day of the year. It just has that quality, it has the comfortability, and it has the looks. I mean, you cannot go wrong with the gray 990. I can sit down and make a million videos on why a gray New Balance is just perfect. Not even just the 990s, just the 991s, the 99X. Any gray New Balance will change your life, and I'll stand by that till the day I die. So like I said, the pricing is a little bit more steep. It's $250 retail, but when I see that, I mean, I buy expensive shoes all the time, but when I see that $250 retail price, I'm not saying, wow, it's a super expensive sneaker. I'm saying I'm getting $250 of quality sneaker in exchange. Like, yeah, $250 is quite a bit of money, but to receive this sneaker, and I know that this sneaker is going to give me miles and miles and miles and years of wear, I'm totally fine with paying that. I think this sneaker is one of the most well-built sneakers I've owned. It's New Balance. You know it's made without compromise. One of my favorite things about the 991 compared to the 990s is how small the reflective end is on the shoe. I think the big end looks great, but that little end looks a little nicer, I think. It's more subtle. It's more casual, if you ask me. So let's get an on-foot look at these shoes and see how good they look.
Is it a sign? Should I ignore every time? Wake up telling dreams, yours my vivid than mine. They say what is meant to be will happen with time. Will we find the truth with all the lies intertwined?
I think my overall thoughts on this shoe is this shoe will last 10 years. Like I said, 2001 to 2023. That's a long time. I don't think they'll come out with a 991 V3 for another 10, 15 years because they don't need to. This shoe right here is meant to be simple. It's meant to be just worn. You put it on and you walk out the door. And this shoe does exactly that. I mean, I'll wear this to the gym. I'll wear this you can probably even run in this shoe. I'll wear this to the store. I'll wear it to school. I'll wear this shoe absolutely everywhere. And I'll beat it up because that's what my goal is. All my shoes, I want to beat them up, enjoy them, give them a life. This shoe will do exactly that. And I'm excited for the journey that I'll have. So if I were to give a rating on these shoes, I'm gonna give them a 10 out of 10. Just because it's a New Balance. It's a gray New Balance. It's a new silhouette. There's really nothing you can go wrong with this shoe. If you're like hesitant, I mean, you also can't go wrong with a 990, but the 991 is just something special about it. That made in UK branding, it's just a very, very special sneaker. And it's very exciting that they came out. And I hope to see more colorways of it. So thank you guys for watching, and I hope you guys enjoyed. And let me know what your thoughts are on the 991 V2. And if there's any shoes that you're more interested in. Thank you.